All right, we're going to continue our study on the book of the Lost Books pulled from the 66 books. We were continuing on the Lost Books, and today we're going to go ahead and get into the Testament of Naphtali. There's a lot of answers on questions on what happened to the 12 tribes and where they are, what happened to them. Well, these books were removed, and they do speak to prophecy, and it does give the evidence of what happened to each and every tribe. So we're breaking this down line by line for each and every one of the tribes. To find out anything else about the other ones, you can go back through our videos and you will find the tribes that we're breaking down line by line. Please like this video, share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can visit us online at www.kns-ministries.org. And yours truly, Minister M.L. Kimble, coming to you live here to bring you some more of the scriptures with the books that they removed from the Bible that once did exist. So we're going to go ahead and get this started here. Chapter 1, Tribe of Naphtali. A copy of the Testament of Naphtali, which he ordained at the time of his death in the 130th year of his life. When his sons were gathered together in the 7th month on the first day of the month, while still in good health, he made them a feast of food and wine. And after he was awake in the morning, he said to them, I am dying, and they believed him not. And as he glorified the Lord, he grew strong and said that after yesterday's feast, he should die. And he began to say, Hear, my children, you sons of Naphtali, hear the words of your father. I was born from Bilhah, because Rachel dealt craftily and gave Bilhah in place of herself to Jacob. Same thing that Sarah did when she gave Hagar to Abraham when waiting on her blessing. So this is what Rachel did. So Rachel did the same thing. Bilhah in place of herself to Jacob, and she conceived and bare me upon Rachel's knees. Therefore she called my name Naphtali. For Rachel loved me very much, because I was born upon her lap. And when I was still young, she want to kiss me and say, May I have a brother of thine from my own womb, like unto you. Whence also Joseph was like unto me in all things, according to the prayers of Rachel's. Now my mother was Bilhah, daughter of Rotheus, the brother of Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, who was born on one and the selfsame day with Rachel. And Rotheus was of the family of Abraham, a Chaldean, God-fearing, freeborn, and noble. And he was taken captive and was brought by Laban, and he gave him Edna, his handmaid, to wife, and she bore a daughter, and called her name Ziplah, after the name of the village in which he had been taken captive. And next she bore Bilhah, saying, My daughter hastens after what is new, for immediately that she was born, she seized the breast and hastened to suck it. And after I was swift on my feet like the deer, and my father Jacob appointed me for all messages, and as a deer did he give me his blessing. For as the potter knows the vessel, how much is it to contain, and bring clay accordingly, so also does the Lord make the body after the likeness of the Spirit, and according to the capacity of the body doth he implant the Spirit. And the one does not fall short of the other by a third part of the hair, for by weight and measure and rule was all the creation made. And as the potter knows the use of each vessel, what is meet for, so also does the Lord know the body, how far it will persist in the goodness when it begins in evil. For there is no inclination or thought which the Lord knows not, for he created every man after his own image. For a man's strength, so also in his work, as his eye, so also in his sleep, as his soul, so also in his word, either the law of the Lord or in the law of Belial. And as there is division between light and darkness, between seeing and hearing, so also is there division between man, and between woman and woman. And it is not to be said that one is like the other, either in face or in mind. For God made all things good in their order, the 5 senses in the head, and he joined on the neck to the head, adding to the hair also for comeliness and glory, then the heart for understanding, the belly for accrement, stomach for grinding, the windpipe for taking in the breath, the liver for wrath, the gall for bitterness, the spleen for laughter, the reins for prudence, the muscles of the loins for power, the lungs for drawing in, the loins for strength, and so forth. So then, my children, let all your works be done in order with good intent and fear of God, that do nothing disorderly in scorn or out of its due season. For if you bind the eye to hear, it cannot. So neither while you are in darkness can you do the works of light. Be you therefore not eager to corrupt your doings through covetousness or with vain words to beguile your souls, because if you keep silence and purity of heart, you shall understand how to hold fast the will of God and to cast away the will of Belial. Sun and moon and stars change not their order, so do you also change not the law of God in the disorderliness of your doings. The Gentiles went astray and forsook the Lord and charged their order and obeyed stocks and stones and spirit of deceit. But you shall not be so, my children, recognizing in the firmament, in the earth, and in the sea, and all created things, the Lord who made all things, that you become not as Sodom, which changed the order of nature. Again, they were homosexuals. Changing the order of nature is homosexuality. That is why it is not okay. In like manner, the watchers also changed the order of their nature, whom the Lord cursed at the flood, on whose account made the earth without inhabitants and fruitless. They came down and slept with humans. We read about this in every one of these books. These things I say unto you, my children, for I read in the writing of Enoch that you yourselves also shall depart from the Lord, walking according to all the lawlessness of the Gentiles, and you shall do according to all wickedness of Sodom. And the Lord shall bring captivity upon you, and there shall you serve your enemies. You shall be bound down with every affliction and tribulation until the Lord has consumed you all. Here it is. And after you have become diminished and made few, you return and acknowledge the Lord your God. He shall bring you back into your land according to his abundant mercy. And it shall be that after that they shall come into the land of their fathers. They shall again forget the Lord and become ungodly. And the Lord shall scatter them upon the face of the earth until the compassionate Lord shall come, a man working righteousness and working mercy unto all them that are far off and to them that are near. For in the 40th year of my life I saw a vision on Mount Olives on the east of Jerusalem, that the sun and the moon were standing still. And behold, Isaac, the father of my father, his grandfather, said to us, run and lay hold of them, each one according to his strength, and to him that seized them will the sun and the moon belong. And we all of us ran together, and Levi laid hold of the sun. Judah outstripped the others and seized the moon, and they were both of them lifted up with them. And when Levi became as a son, lo, a certain young man gave to him 12 branches of palm, and Judah was bright as the moon, and under their feet was 12 rays. And the two Levi and Judah ran and laid hold of them. And lo, a bull upon the earth with 2 great horns and an eagle's wings upon his back, and we wished to seize him, but we could not. But Joseph came and seized him and ascended up with him on high. And as I saw, I was there, and behold, a holy writing appeared to us, saying, Assyrians, Medes, Persians, Chaldeans, Syrians shall possess in captivity the 12 tribes of Israel. Wow. Look at that. Right there. And again, after 7 days, I saw our father Jacob standing by the sea of Jamnia, and we were with him. This is why this book was removed. And behold, there came a ship sailing by with sailors on pilot, and there was a written upon the ship of Jacob. And our father said, come, let us embark on our ship. And when he had gone aboard, there arose a vehement storm, a mighty tempest of wind, and our father, who was holding the helm, departed from us. And we, being tossed with tempest, were borne along the sea, and the ship was filled with water, and was pounded by mighty waves until it broken up. And Joseph fled away upon a little boat, and we all divided up 9 planks, and Levi and Judah were together, and we were all scattered unto the ends of the earth. Then Levi, girt about with sackcloth, prayed for us all unto the Lord. And when the storm ceased, the ship reached the land as it were in peace. And lo, our father came, and we all rejoiced with one accord. These 2 dreams I told to my father, and he said to me, these things must be fulfilled in their season. After that Israel hath endured many things. Then my father said unto me, I believe God, and Joseph liveth, for I see always that the Lord numbereth him with you. And he said, weeping, Ah me, my son Joseph, thou that livest, thou, I behold you not, and see not Jacob that begot you. He caused me also, therefore, to weep by these words, and I burned in my heart to declare that Joseph had been sold, but I feared my brothers. And lo, my children, I have shown unto you the last times how everything shall come to pass in Israel. Do you also therefore charge your children that they be united to Levi and Judah, for through them salvation arise until Israel, and in them shall Jacob be blessed. For through their tribe shall God appear, dwelling among men on earth, to save the race of Israel, and to gather together the righteous from among the Gentiles. Judah and Levi. And if you work that which is good, my children, both men and angels shall bless you, and God shall be glorified among the Gentiles through you, and the devil shall flee from you, and the wild beast shall fear you, and the Lord shall love you, and the angels shall cleave to you. As a man who has trained a child well is kept in kindly remembrance, so also a good work that is good remembrance before God. But him that doeth not that which is good, both angels and men shall curse, and God shall be dishonored amongst the Gentiles through him, and the devil should make him as his own peculiar instrument, and every wild beast shall master him, and the Lord shall hate him. For the commandments of the law are twofold, and through prudence must they be fulfilled. For there is a season for a man to embrace his wife, and there is a season to abstain therefrom for his prayer. So then there are two commandments, and unless they be done in due order, they bring very great sin upon men. So also it is with the other commandments. Be you therefore wise in God, my children, and prudent, understand the order of his commandments and the laws of every word, that the Lord may love you. And when he has charged them with the many such words, he exhorted them that they should remove his bones to Hebron, and they should bury him with his fathers. And when he had eaten and drunken and with a merry heart, he covered his face and died. And his sons did according to all Naphtali their father had commanded him. That is the conclusion of our study on the Testament of Naphtali. Please like this video, share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can visit us online at www.kns-ministries.org. This is Minister ML. Yours truly. Be blessed on purpose.